Hello everyone, this is Niranjana Vishwas Dhruva. I invite you to listen my presentation. My presentation topic is Pidgin and Creole. What's inside this presentation? What is Pidgin? What is Creole? Is Pidgin same as Creole? What is the difference between Pidgin and Creole? Pidgin and Creole definition, formation, uses, prestige. Conclusion and my opinion. We know that Pidgin and Creole are two very important things in linguistics. When people from two countries have been knit in the same room together, no one understands their words or language. The language used to facilitate their conduct and speech is called Pidgin. They use this language to their advantage. The grammar of this language is not good. This language is created for the benefit of only two people or some people. This language is a non-native language. When a person cannot speak his own language to others, he needs Pidgin. Its vocabulary is very little. Its prestige is very low. Pidgin is much needed when talking to people in other countries. To give a detailed example, when a person in Russia talks to a Chinese man, they have to stay in the same room for some work. Then they create a Pidgin for their convenience. The comparative difference between Pidgin and Creole is that Pidgin is the second language. Creole is the first language. So it's a big difference. Pidgin vocabulary take on broader meaning. The syntax, phonology are more similar to the subordinate languages. Now let's start discussing Creole. It roots in a Pidgin and it has native speakers used in all domains of life. By Creole we mean when people from two countries get married, they create a Pidgin. Then when they have children, they make this Pidgin their language. Then its grammar is strong. Creole is further improved by going to one generation after another. Creole prestige is neutral. Its grammar is fully developed. Used by children of the generation who used Pidgin. We can work with a lot of languages. But Pidgin and Creole do a lot of good in using our language because when people from two countries have their work in one room, they have to talk about different needs. Without Pidgin, their language would not be used and communicate. Creole is being created by what the next generation is doing by improving Pidgin and again. This is also very useful. Many changes and improvements have been made to the language as Pidgin has improved its Creole, which is good for the whole world. Sociolinguistics is a language study. Many people studied linguistics. Personally, I like very much linguistic study. I have tried so long to give a detailed description about Pidgin and Creole. I think Pidgin and Creole are very important when studying linguistics. In the above proper discussion, we learned the details about Pidgin and Creole. I learned the comparative difference between Pidgin and Creole. I learned two beautiful topics. Ended my presentation here. Pidgin in terms of use domains in context of imbalanced power. So many thanks to everyone for listening to my presentation topic.